people. Welcome back to OTMkast podcast, where we dive into anything and everything that shapes our lives, from sports to lifestyle, from fashion to careers and beyond. This is your one-stop destination for insightful conversations and engaging discussions. So first things first, I want to thank everyone who's been supporting the OTMkast podcast brand, everyone who's been following, liking, giving comments, and leaving their thoughts. Thank you all. I can't appreciate you guys enough. We are expanding, we are exploding, we are going forward, and that's what we're going to keep doing. I'm going to drop something later before the episode ends. But before we get there, this episode, I want to do something different. I want to talk about lifestyle. And I want to leave the discipline aside. I want to leave the motivation aside. I want to leave the purpose, every other things. I want to leave them aside. So what I want to do today is, again, talk about the lifestyle, but more specifically, I want to talk about the days that I grew up in. I mean, the millennials. I want to talk about things that reminded me of home, of Nigeria, to be precise, if you don't know. And if you're Nigerian, some of these things should, trigger your memory, make you feel nostalgia and all that. And if you're not Nigerian, you can learn, or you could hear something new today that you've never heard before. So before further ado, let's go into some of the, myth, some superstitions, some street games that we grew up in Nigeria, or that I grew up in as a Nigerian. And let's start with the easiest of all, which is don't whistle at night. If you grew up in Nigeria, you would know whistling at night. It has a whole lot of superstition. Some people would say it calls out the spirit. Some people would say it calls out snake. There's this fear that just comes with blowing of whistles at night. And as a Nigerian, it's never the case for you not to blow whistles at night. Today I still believe in some of those things, and I still catch myself conscious trying not to whistle at night and all of that. But if you, as a Nigerian, do you out in any part of Nigeria, maybe the Igbos, I don't know if they have the same belief, but that's the part that I grew up, IBCD, we had such beliefs in my area and all of that. But if you have any other belief, or you don't believe in such, just let me know down in the comment section. And the number two part is the Ten-Ten and the Suwe. These are childhood games that defined our streets. If you grow up in Nigeria, you play Ten-Ten, you play the Suez, you play catcher, you play Tinko Tinko. I don't know the English name, so pardon me, but it's Tinko Tinko. Those that you go something like this, Tinko Tinko Tikonko, and so on. If you play those games, those are like the Olympic style kind of games. It's just unfortunate that we did not win any medal for such things. Dusty playgrounds. We had flip flops to mark grounds. We have the monkey pose for people who play football. What else? So many things that goes on in Nigeria at that time. And what I guess the question is, what game are you a champion of? So leave that in the comments. So we move on to the third one, and which is the Ojuju Calabar, and I guess some of them call them Madam Coin Coin. I didn't go to boarding school, and when I mean boarding school, for people who don't know, it means you're away from home. You don't go to school and then come back the same day. It's like you go for a month, for a lengthy time before you could come back. Your parents bring you provisions, food. You have some seniors taking some food and some crazy other stuff. But I didn't do that. So, but I heard my friends talk about such things. And Ojuju Calabar simply means that you're trying to scare someone, and you say, oh, there's a ghost somewhere that's going to come for you, or that's going to come in your dreams or attack you, and all of those things. It's just the tactics to scare kids back in the days. There's a candle light where people cover the face. I think Americans should be able to relate to that, where you cover your face and you turn on the candle, trying to scare kids and all of that. So yeah, I mean, if you remember that, you remember that. If you don't remember it, I'm sure you've learned something new. Madam Coin Coin, I think some of my boarding school friends should be able to drop that in the comments. Let people know what Madam Coin Coin or Coin Coin, whatever it is. Let them know what it is. And on the fourth one, I think this brought so much joy to Nigerians. I mean, we have our own national anthem, but this is like the most unique national anthem ever known to a Nigerian. And this is where, let's say, everywhere is dark. You have your candles, but it's just for, a limited space. You have your lantern. But the moment we call them NEPA, whatever it is they are called now, something, but we call them NEPA. I know some of you know where I'm going with this, but you see, when the electricity comes on, there is no more louder national anthem that unites Nigerian than saying what? Up NEPA. You imagine using candle lights to do your own work. You have those kerosene lamps, you have your charger, there's this radio back in the days, this yellow radio, you put your cassette in, and all of a sudden you see the lights just pop on. The first thing that comes to your mind, that excitement, up NEPA kind of thing. So it's a crazy time. I don't think we have a greater national anthem nationally known in Nigeria than up NEPA. I mean, I was saying earlier, those kerosene lanterns, those torch lights, they serve a whole lot. There's this one that has, I think, is a silver steel around it. I can't remember the name, but it's a torchlight. It has this red button. I grew up with things like that. I don't know about the Gen Zs and or people that are born today, but I grew up with things like that. I mean, you imagine your mom probably in the kitchen telling you, it means they've taken the electricity, so go get the lantern, put on the kerosene, and so on and so forth. But as we move forward, and that's the fifth one. The sixth one that I can think of in my head is the Saturday mornings was they were never complete without cleaning. You are either sweeping or you're washing. There is always a chore for you to do. I mean, no matter who you are, the dad, the mom, your brother, your sisters, your siblings, your cousins that comes to stay over the weekend, if your mom is sweeping, you are definitely cleaning, or you're washing a car, you cleaning up the garage, you washing the plates. There is always something that you're doing. And the beautiful part of it is there is always a loud music, either the Afrobeat or the gospel song. They are playing in the background. Where, I mean, I grew up with the Ayefele, Babara, and all those people singing back in the day. So it gives you this kind of joy that when you think about them now, you hated those chores, but you don't have a choice. So me thinking about them in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, I just started feeling nostalgic. So I'm sure some of you might be remembering some of this now. But anyways, let's leave that and move on to the next one. The next one is every home must have one of these three: aboniki, rub, or palm kernel oil. Those three are the OGs of Nigerian remedies. If you've ever gotten sick, the first thing your mom would say is, rub on it. rub on it. I mean, I'll put a picture here for what the rub looks like, or aboniki. And funny enough, those things work, especially when you have cold. They work. They have this remedy where you cover your head with a towel and hot water. You put aboniki in the hot water. Those things work. I mean, it does a lot of magic. It does a lot of magic to you healing, probably from flu, from cold. I mean, those mental bond, those hot water sensation, the smell of aboniki, they do a whole lot of things. But it is what it is. We move on to the next one. Number 8. And this might still be true if you're spiritual. But one of those things that they scare us with is, if you eat in your dream, then you are definitely in trouble. again, it might still be real, or it might still be, how do I say, it might still be a belief thing now, but back in those days, it is a huge, huge thing. If you eat in your dream and you wake up and you tell your mom or your dad, I ate in my dream, I can bet you are going on 3 days fasting and praying. They are calling the pastors, calling the bishop. My son, my daughter has eaten in the dream. Please come and, do 1 or 2 prayers and all of that. I mean, these are common beliefs that we grew up with. There's like midnight prayers, calling some pastor from CAC, MFM, Caribbean and Seraph. I mean, all sorts of things, all sorts of beliefs back then, whereby you just ate in the dream. I mean, it might still be a belief for now, but at least back in those days, they were really a thing. On to the next one. This one is the greatest of the greatest street food, mama put, and I guess groundnut boys. If as a Nigerian you don't know what mama put is, please, you probably did not grow up in the 90s. You're probably born yesterday, or you're born America, which is okay. But any day you go back to Nigeria, you step back to Nigeria, make sure you find a friend that will take you to mama put. I'm not talking about those restaurants that has ACs going on. I'm not talking about, no. That's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about this 5-star restaurant. No, I'm talking about better mama put. Those kind of combos where you have rice, you have beans, you have those atadinding. Those atadinding that they put egg in it, and those egg have soaked that sauce, whereby you break. Oh, gracious God. Man, mama put food is legit. Those are the OGs, the real goat of food on any street you go in Nigeria, Lagos, IBCT, Kaduna, I mean, and it's crazy. It is crazy. You have the smoky suya stands. I mean, shout out to the ones that make it in America, but if you've never eaten a real aboki suya before, you can never know what it feels like. You know those rice that they pour inside the leaf, those man. Anyways, let me not go too much, or let me not go too deep into it. But the goat of all snacks, puff, buns, scotch egg roll, whatever you wanna. Those ones that come in show glass. When I mean show glass, it's like a cubicle, transparent, and you have those things arranged inside of them. Those are the real goat of what? Of snacks. And then they have zobo, kunu, there's a tiger nut drink, it's kunu, tiger nut drink. There's zobo, it has hibiscus flour, it's made out of hibiscus flour and some other things. They have soya milk. Just if you remember any of them, just put it in the comments. Those are the OGs and the real goat of any snacks you can ever think of. They call them small chops now, but nah, it is puff and buns with, oh my god. Anyways, the last but not least, I don't want to make this too long. I want to have a time for part 2 where I bring another OG Nigerian to come talk about this lifestyle and superstitions that we grew up in. The last but not least is the old classic Nollywood and the soundtrack era, when movies were lessons. You watch some of the Mount Zion Faith Ministry movies and you are scared as hell. You won't be able to sleep at night with the way they portray the witchcraft, the way they portray those witches and wizards. Kotoye, I can't remember off the top of my head, but those in those VHS tapes where you use either a pen to rewind them or fast forward, not this whatever we have right now. I mean, right now we're using what's it called? Transfer, download online. You don't use cassette, you don't use tapes anymore, VHS and so on. So those are crazy times, and those are nice times that you think back now and you are amazed about things that you grew up with, the lessons that you now. I mean, right now we have the TikTok. There was no TikTok back then. There was no internet. There was no Instagram. There was no Reels. I mean, the content creators doesn't even exist back in those days. There was no all we had was the Boris. You had you use the hanger, the hook for clothes. You use it to make you get what's it called? The paint cover. You use it and you start. That's the Reels, and so many things that we grew up with. But anyways, these memories again are part of what shaped my life and some of you guys' life today. The laughter, the fear, the resilience. Those were the real Niger experience. I mean, I've not even gone into the food, the real pounded yam that you use mortar and pestle, not the processed one in the machines. I mean, I have nothing against them, but still, the ones with the mortar and pestle are the real ones. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any other one that you can think of, please leave them down in the comment section. Don't forget again to always support the channel. I appreciate you guys for it. And last but not least, before I go, thinking to venture into making OTM. As you can see, some of them OTM brand shirts like this, hoodies, and all of that. And I did post something about them, and I had a few orders coming, which they are in the works. But I don't know if I want to go fully into that yet, or maybe someday down the line I might really consider going full blown, because even the little that I had to work with, it was crazy. I can understand. I mean, doing it for myself, that's no problem. But then when you have to cater for this, I mean, kudos to people who are into others' merchandises, and that's their business. I mean, kudos to you guys. The little orders pre-orders that I got, I couldn't sleep because I had to get this right, I had to get that right, design this, design that. I love to do things myself, so I designed it, designed that, and trying to get the best quality. But for the people that are pre-ordered, I'm gonna send you guys orders out very soon, and then you would hear the official launching when I decide or come towards it, or maybe I would have an assistant that would help with it, but it was a lot to deal with. But anyway, make sure to click that like button. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to enjoy some of these great episodes, and watch some of the previous episodes to get something insightful. But thank you very much. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for listening either in the morning or evening, wherever you're listening from. Again, and always remember, no one writes your story, you do. This is OTMkast podcast. Ciao.